and the food. I expected to paint a tote bag.
Greek life across the country has been struggling since
This is a place where football has a history and tradition.
to start thinking about me. A lot was going on in that library.
And so this year, we're starting a new segment. You know the school year's in full swing in Greek life recruitment. Welcome back to SCTV. I'm Rob Howes.
And I'm Kennedy Moore. We have a lot happening on campus this week, so let's get right into it.
You know the school year's in full swing when Greek life recruitment comes around. Let's hear from some frat and sorority members on this year's recruitment.
Simpson College finished their Greek life formal recruitment season September 18th with walk night for the fraternities and Koi. Both sororities and fraternities had great outcomes for this year's recruitment season.
I think walk night went really well. Koi specifically sent out 9 bids. We got 6 people to sign those bids, and that was a really exciting experience.
P&Ms are being welcomed to Greek life, but what's not shown is how much effort some houses put into recruitment before P&Ms get to college in August.
So I spent all summer from June to August looking up all these people's names and then finding their emails, sending them emails. So I've been doing this process for quite a few months now, but then once we got on campus, it was nice to see faces that connected with names. And we had a Greek bonfire that happened Saturday after the freshmen moved in, and that was really nice because a lot of people went to that, and I was able to talk to a lot of people about it.
The fraternities this year came together to bring back the IFC to help coordinate events throughout formal recruitment.
I think having the IFC really helps with recruitment. I have my own little committee from all the heads of recruitment from each house, and that kind of helps out a lot because it helps me kind of plan stuff. And that calendar was really helpful because it made it so that we didn't step on each other's toes. Because I really wanted to stay away from kind of a negative environment. I wanted to have a positive recruitment season. And I think overall, this semester has been really, really great. And we've been working together and hopefully collaborating pretty well. So I look forward to the rest of the semester and what we can do for recruitment. So
fraternities weren't the only one basking in a good recruitment season. Sororities also changed their formal recruitment to accommodate to P&Ms and their schedules. The 3 houses got 5 girls on bid day and celebrated in Black Box.
It was exciting to see. It was exciting that every house got 5. It means a lot after COVID. Greek life across the country has been struggling, so it's nice to see that it's coming back. And for people that are nervous about it, it's a scary thing, but it's one of the best things. I think it's the best choice I made in college.
From SCTV, this has been Lupe Contreras.
It's great to see students find a new home on campus. Another change with student life has to deal with food and the Pfeiffer renovations coming this fall. Let's take a look.
Simpson College has approved a $10 million renovation of Pfeiffer Dining Hall and Great Hall. Construction begins this November and is set to be completed by fall of 2026.
I'm excited for it. I think it's a little outdated, so I'm excited to see the change. The design looks really nice. I've seen it online, so I think it'll be exciting. I hope they improve the amount of options. I feel like there's a decent amount of options, but I feel like it could be better. There's just pasta every day, pizza every day. I feel like they could switch it up a little bit. I would make sure that they had an ice cream bar, with an ice cream machine, and then a bunch of toppings. I think that'd be really cool.
Senior Will Patrick shared his thoughts on the renovations.
I hope they add more seating that's not just super long tables. I hope there's an actual place for more people to sit. I would probably come here more, especially if the ambiance was better in there. It's kind of weird sitting in there. But yeah, and if the food was a little better, I would definitely come there a lot more.
The redesigned space will feature new lighting, updated furniture, and a fresh layout, along with an outdoor patio. The goal is to create a modern, welcoming space for students to gather, study, and share meals. Reporting for SCTV, I'm Grace Peck.
It'll be amazing to see the new Pfeiffer renovations when all is completed. Tote bag painting is usually a huge hit among students with our CAB events, but this week the students that were planning to attend did not get what they wanted. Let's hear from Lainie Burkhart with the scoop.
Hi, this is Lainie Burkhart with SCTV. Tonight we're going to canvas painting. yesterday when there was supposed to be canvas painting at Black Box at 8 p.m. There's no one there. There was no canvases or anything to paint. And a message was received that it is being rescheduled, so keep an eye out for that. But here are some of the reactions of it being canceled.
I'm enraged. I expected to paint a tote bag, and it is currently 8:10. It was supposed to start at 8 o'clock.
10 minutes passed. What were you going to paint?
I don't know, but I wanted to paint.
What did you want to paint today?
I had this cute flower Pinterest tote bag painting idea.
Oh my gosh, that would have been beautiful.
Where's my paintbrush? Where's my paint?
How do you guys feel about no canvas painting tonight?
I just wanted to paint.
We're very sad.
What were you going to paint?
I was going to paint cats because I love kitties.
That's so valid.
And I was going to paint a little bouquet of flowers and then a Bible verse.
Okay, that's cute.
I was going to do some flowers.
A theme.
I was going to do a quote. It said, "You are so loved."
Okay, you're still so loved. You're still so loved.
I was going to paint some rocks.
Some rocks? Okay.
I was going to do some wildflowers and then put grow in grace.
Okay.
I was going to try and do koi fish.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
I was going to do like a cross that had flowers in it.
What do we want? Tote bag painting! When do we want it? Now!
Stay tuned for the rescheduling of tote bag painting. For this week's Storm feature, Tim Sedlock interviews Reed Hoskins and highlights the Storm football team.
3 weeks into the season, Simpson College football sits at 1-2, but the record doesn't tell the whole story. Since head coach Reed Hoskins arrived 3 years ago, the Storm have been climbing. Each season, the program has taken another step forward.
This is a place that I always, saw myself. I really did, and for a lot of different reasons, personally and professionally. And as you really look at the vision, this is a place where football has a lot of history and tradition that way. Just reinstating that and waking that part of it up, a little bit. And, I think that piece of it, taking pride in what we do on a daily basis and not necessarily just having our worth measured on the outcome on Saturday afternoons, but who we are, year round. It was a big piece of it. And we have a lot of guys that put in a lot of effort, really proud of, the effort that they have put into this point. And hopefully that shows through not only on Saturdays, but in the way we carry ourselves on campus every day.
The Storm are proving they can compete against tough opponents. Inside the locker room, there's a growing belief that this team is just getting started.
Our coach said after the game, we're capable of beating any team in the conference. So as long as we stick together, we play complementary football, I think we can nail some of the better teams out.
The types of men that we have on the football team, outside of football, and also the amount of just work ethic and want to be here has changed so much. There's always going to be a light on the other side. You just have to keep on pushing every day to find it.
I've seen what it takes to develop a program, and honestly, I just want to keep winning. Stats are one thing. Obviously, receivers, they like the 1,000-yard season, 10 touchdowns, whatever. Those are more personal goals, but I like team goals better just because winning is, the number one goal, and it just helps everyone all around.
For SCTV, I'm Tim Sedlock.
With the football season now in full swing, let's take a look at some other Storm sports highlights.
Storm women's volleyball team had their home opener last Wednesday night as they took on the Grinnell Pioneers. Coles Fieldhouse was rocking as the Storm split the first two sets, both by a score of 25-18. The Storm bench and student section gave the Storm a huge home court advantage as it led to the Pioneers getting 40 errors on the night. The Storm really came alive in set number 3 as they took that set 25-17, only needing one more to get their first home victory of the year. Head coach Danny Kohutlich in her first season was looking for her first home win and to win over the Storm faithful. ARC Players of the Week Morgan Denbesti and Peyton Mitchell, along with Jada Schmidt, were key parts to the Storm attack as they all tallied double-digit kills. The Storm were able to get the victory 3-1 over the Pioneers, bringing their record to 9-2 and giving Coach Kohut Lynch her first home win. The Storm currently stand at 11-3 as they start conference play tonight at Buena Vista. With SCTV Sports, I'm Rob Howes.
On Saturday, September 20th, Simpson College football hosted number 10 ranked Wartburg College, where Wartburg was able to escape late with a win to move to 3-0 on the season. The first half was all defense from both teams. Stop after stop kept it a low-scoring first half. However, Cole Staska had an amazing 96-yard touchdown from a Jaden Thorson bullet to take the Storm to a 7-0 lead at the start of the second quarter. A muffed punt by Simpson kept Wartburg in the game late in the first half. Joey Anderson had a rushing touchdown following the muffed punt that brought the game 7-7. Three key players for the Storm this game were Noah Nolan, Cole Staska, and Connor Stevens. Noah Nolan had 10 tackles for the Storm. Cole Staska had 153 yards on 10 catches with 1 touchdown. Connor Stevens had 9 tackles with 1 interception. At halftime, it was knotted 7-7. Wartburg kicked off to start the second half, and this is where it took a turn for Simpson. Wartburg got a pick 6 early in the third quarter off a tipped pass to make it 14-7. Simpson answered with a 19-yard field goal to make it 14-10. There wasn't another score until early in the fourth quarter, where Joey Anderson scored his second touchdown of the game on a 1-yard run. Simpson blocked the extra point to make it 20-10, which kept things interesting. Simpson followed that with another field goal to make it 20-13. That was Simpson's last chance before Wartburg scored another touchdown at the end of the fourth quarter. It seemed that the muffed punt and the pick 6 early in the second half gave Wartburg all the momentum, as Simpson was not able to score a touchdown in the second half. Jaden Thorson gave it his all with 318 passing yards and 1 touchdown. Simpson fought hard but ultimately came up short. With SCTV, this is Jackson Urbon.
It was a tough loss for the Storm football team, but they'll look to bounce back this weekend against Buena Vista.
That's all we have for now, but tune in to next week's episode when we hear from the new Director of Community and Belonging, Allie Martinez.
So for now, I'm Rob Howes.
And I'm Kennedy Moore.
Roll Storm!